The date who knew way too much about my grocery list. Being a single mom in your 30s is basically like being a detective, except instead of solving crimes, you're just trying to figure out if a guy is actually adventurous or if he just doesn't own a vacuum. After my divorce, I stayed in the dugout for 3 years. My son, Leo, was my whole world. Finally, my sister talked me into a casual coffee date. She said, "Jen, it's just lattes. If he's a weirdo, you leave." I matched with Caleb. He was charming, loved dogs, and get this, he actually used correct grammar in his texts. A total unicorn, right? We agreed to meet at this little bistro downtown. I'm sitting there smoothing out my dress when Caleb walks in. He looks exactly like his photos, which is already a win. We start talking, and the vibe is, honestly, it's great. But then, things got weirdly specific. He didn't just ask about my hobbies. He asked if Leo still had that scratchy cough from Tuesday. I froze. My stomach did a backflip. I had mentioned Leo's name, sure, but I never told him my kid was sick. Then he drops the bomb. He leans in, smiles, and says, "You know, you were right about that brand of almond milk. It does taste better than the store brand." I hadn't mentioned almond milk. I had, however, complained about it to the cashier at the organic market 2 days ago. I looked at him, really looked at him, and realized he looked familiar. Not from the app, from the background. Suddenly, it clicks. Caleb wasn't an IT guy. He was the guy who worked the deli counter at my local grocery store. He'd been watching me shop, listening to my phone calls in the checkout line, and tracking my mom routine for weeks. He didn't match with me. He hunted my profile down. I didn't finish my latte. I stood up, told him he was creepy as hell, and walked out. The silver lining? I told my ex-husband Mark about the deli stalker. For the first time in years, Mark didn't argue. He started showing up early for transitions, checking the locks, and actually acting like a partner again. Caleb tried to manufacture a destined romance, but all he did was remind me that my ex was actually a pretty decent bodyguard. Dating apps? Yeah, those are deleted. Now I just buy my ham at the supermarket across town.